enough.
Hi guys, and welcome to our latest video. It's alright, don't worry about it. Welcome to our latest video.
Welcome.
Today we thought we would make a short video about our 3 tips for getting the most productivity while working from home. Now I laugh when I say that. What are you laughing for?
I can't believe I'm making this video.
Why? Like,
no, I'm only joking.
Okay. We all love working from home, irrespective of what your business is. You know, whether that's eBay, FBA, Etsy, or any other marketing or online business, whatever you're doing. We all love working from home, and that's because of the freedom it gives us, right? But the same thing that gives you the freedom can also work against you. So we try our very best every day to keep some of these tips.
Some days it works better than others.
Yes. Okay.
We have to admit.
So we're going to share with you our 3 tips.
Yes.
And we hope you find them useful. Tip number 1. Go on, Beck.
Tip number 1 is avoid distractions.
Now, that's a funny one because we've actually written down things like YouTube videos like this one.
Social media.
Yep. Facebook, social media in general.
Yeah.
It is a huge time sink.
It can be.
No, it is. It just is a huge time sink, and you've got to do your absolute best to keep it under wraps, right? I mean, you have any
I would say
advice?
it depends on how you use it.
But like, what would you say in terms of tips?
So I would say limit your time. You know.
Just stay off of it.
Yeah. You know, there's certain hours during the day. Just say, I'm not going to go on Facebook, YouTube, or do this until this is done. And
you even go to the extent of switching your phone off.
Yeah, I have done. Yeah.
I mean, I now mute like Facebook completely, and I just don't look at it, and I'm finding that we get a lot more done because of that. So that's going to be our number 1 tip, really, to avoid distractions, like especially social media. So you shouldn't be watching this video, right? Okay. Tip number 2. For that we've said planning your day, and we mean literally by the hour or by the half hour if necessary. That's been huge for us, hasn't it?
Something I've recently taken on. I'm still only a couple of weeks into it, really. And some days, like at the weekends, I don't plan my days at all because the weekends it tends to be with the children. Although I've got like a rough outline of what I've got to do, it's mainly doing all my like housey bits and washing and things like that for the girls, uniforms and stuff. So Monday to Friday, I tend to try and have a really structured hour by hour or hour.
And you use Google Calendar for that?
I have started using Google Calendar. That's what I've been doing for the past 2
I mean, the
weeks.
thing is, to-do lists are great, and everyone talks about to-do lists.
I love to-do lists.
But you found that they weren't enough because you could put... When you make a to-do list, it's just a list of stuff that you need to get done, and you can easily shift that across. If you don't get it all done, you can move it across to the next day, So you kind of... It's more about targeting it, isn't it? So
and I found actually planning my day hour by hour, I am able to keep on top of say, oh, I'm cooking dinner between this time and this time, I'm having a break from eBay from here to here, you know, things like that. So I know exactly how many hours I'm putting into it as well. And I think that's a really good point. I
think also, like, one other thing to touch on, bringing it back to why we all love working from home, is because we don't like people telling us what to do, right? That's one of the main reasons. So it seems counterintuitive to then set up your own structured day. But if you've not got a boss telling you what to do, then you have to tell you what to do. And if you don't, your days, and we've done this on many occasions, where you don't structure, you will lose time. When you we've seen such a huge improvement in the amount of stuff we get done. Like even this video, we're doing it in a specific time frame, guys, and you know, it's amazing. It's like 9:38 in the morning now, making this video, and we've already done so much in our day.
Packing, we've already done our shipping,
Yeah.
like dropped our parcels off, dropped the kids off
Yeah,
to school,
dog walk, everything.
dog
And
walk,
but
everything.
but the thing what makes it better is we've done it within set times.
Yeah.
Now most of you guys will probably do similar in your mornings anyway. You'll do it without thinking, but when you've got it structured down like that, you're within a time frame, it kind of reduces the wastage of the time, because you're more aware of the minutes ticking by, aren't you? And it just makes you do more, because at the end of the day, I know no one likes to be told what to do, but at least the best compromise is at least it's just you telling yourself what to do, rather than having a boss telling you what to do.
But the thing is, I think if you want to be self-employed and you want to work for yourself, you have to be grown up enough to realise that, you know what, I need to organise my time. I need to know what's going on, so that I'm making use of every single minute during my day.
Or marry someone that does that, as I have done. So those are your options. Our final tip
was I'm trying to look at the notes.
Efficiency.
Another one that
Yeah.
that you probably struggle with a little bit more than I do.
Yeah. And what we mean by efficiency, again, it ties in with time, doesn't it? It ties in, there's been like a theme that everything that we're talking about is time sensitive, and that's because time is the most important asset any of us have got. You can't get it back, and it's being as efficient as possible so you can do more with your time. And what we mean by that is keeping control of the simple things that can waste time. For example, you've got keeping check of supplies there. So
I mean, I normally do try and give you a little reminder, like if I notice the bubble wrap's running low, or like the envelopes that we use, or the boxes that we use, because sometimes we do order out of little small eBay boxes, don't we?
Yeah.
Things like that, and I would say, Zahir, you need to order some of these, or you know, we need some of this, and I normally try and give you enough time so that if you order, we won't run out.
Yeah. And the point of that is when you run out of supplies, it just wastes your time, because it can put you off doing things or doing them in a timely manner. The worst thing in the world is when you're getting ready to do your shipping just to find out you've run out of your brown tape, or you've run out of your brown paper, or your bubble wrap. And then yes, you can fix it. You can go out and find some. You can go out and scavenge some. You can go out and buy some wherever you have to do. But you're just wasting time doing that. It's not efficient. And the beauty of being at home is to get that time as well. You know, you work for yourself because you want, you don't want someone telling you what to do, but also you want to have more control over your time, and you can do that by being a little bit efficient, and by keeping track of your supplies, keeping track of your inventory levels as well. Like if you think you're going to be running low on stock, not a problem that most resellers seem to have, but just keeping ahead of it, so that you then have time where you can relax, because you're not wasting valuable time by making simple jobs unnecessarily difficult or long, because you haven't bothered to keep control of your supplies. Does that sound about right?
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So
and I think one other point we wanted to touch on was about being efficient with sourcing.
Yeah.
With like the way you source.
Yeah. I mean,
knowing that you can get a good amount of stock for the time that you're having to put in.
Yeah.
So whether that's sourcing on eBay, looking out for larger job lots,
adapt to where you are.
Yeah.
If you're lucky enough that you live 5 minutes away from 20 charity shops, that could be an efficient way of sourcing.
Exactly.
But you've got to bear in mind that how much time does it take you to get around the shops? What's your like strike rate within the shop? So out of 20 shops, how many items do you on average come away with? What's the value of the items that you on average work it out on average if you must. What's the average of the items you come away with versus the time spent, and then decide, is it an efficient use of time to source? We have found since moving up here that we used to do really well with car boots down south, and charity shops. We had a few like setups down there, and we came up here and we found it much more difficult.
Yeah, we had to travel a lot further for charity shops and for boot sales as well.
Well, we do.
Although we have like local auctions as well.
There's still no. It's still everything's a good 40 odd minute
Yeah.
drive each way, and then which isn't a lot, but it's also the time then spent out looking for stuff.
Yeah.
And how much do you actually find? How much quantity and how much value do you find? And so we adapted how we do things, and we've been doing a lot more bulk buying, which has helped us. But you don't need to if you live in an area where you've got really
Exactly.
good boot fairs and you're finding stuff. You know, it all depends on your area. It depends where you live,
Absolutely.
how rural it is, how urban it is. You know, how big is the population?
I mean, we do have some very good charity shops.
Yeah, we do.
Right on our doorstep.
Yeah.
So every so
And
often
boot fairs.
we do
yeah.
pop in.
I mean, you guys saw the tour jacket. That was from a boot
Yeah.
fair. We found a pair of £100 silk jammies at our local charity shop. We found
Yeah.
loads of cool stuff at our local shops. But it's now become more of an icing on top of the cake
Yeah,
situation
it's
rather
more
than a
case
main
of
way of
we
finding
go,
source.
It's
Yeah.
more of a chilled out look
Yeah.
around, really,
Yeah.
rather than
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what we mean by efficiency,
Yeah.
and that way you get your time back, right?
Exactly.
Well, those are our 3 tips.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed them. Hope you found them useful. If you've got any tips of your own, please share them in the comment section.
Yes.
If you enjoyed the video, leave it a thumbs up and leave a nice comment. And we will see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.